Hi guys, this is Tvedas again, and this time I'll try playing a 5-minute blitz game on chess.com. As you see, the game already started. I'm playing a guy who's a bit lower rated than me, but again, I'm not extremely good at blitz chess, so I'm not even sure I'm the favorite. I'm trying to play the modern Tiger system. It's a pretty interesting way to get complicated positions as black and maybe strive for a win. So as you saw, I was attacking the e4 pawn, and now I think I'll use the opportunity to play knight g4, maybe harass its bishop a little bit. He can probably just play bishop f4. Instead, he opts for giving up the bishop, and I'll gladly take it. Probably have to take on a4. It's a pretty interesting position. I do have two bishops. e3 is actually a pretty big weakness, since after bishop a6, after bishop h6, only queen d3 can protect it. There doesn't seem to be an immediate way to capitalize on that though, so I think I'll castle first. My a6 pawn is of course a bit weak. However, well, actually, this is a pretty good move. He's planning maybe knight g5. Thankfully, I should have e6 after that, so I'll just play rook b8. Okay, he plays rook b4. Now I have a choice to make. I can either move my bishop and trade some pieces, or I can maybe play knight b6, which does seem just a little bit scary, but it might just work. So let's play knight b6. Okay, so knight g5 is expected, and I have to play e6 now. However, e6 actually comes in with a tempo since I'm attacking the knight on g5. Knight f7 trick shouldn't work. I should always have enough time to just play queen e8 or something after takes and queen e6. Now, if the knight goes back, bishop h6 is a pretty strong move because e3 is really weak. It will force him to play c4, after which we'll see, maybe a5 or something. a5 followed by a4. a5 is actually one of my main ideas, but I have to decide whether I want to force him to play c4 first or not. Now I can play a5 right now, force rook b5 and play bishop a6, which looks like that should win material, right? I think so, unless I'm missing something pretty obvious. This should win material, since bishop on e2 is unprotected. He'll probably have to give up an exchange. He just has to figure out which way to do it. Okay, so he gives it up that way. Of course, if I play bishop a6, I have to take. He takes with a pawn. Let's see now. Now I have to find a way to consolidate. I think a4 is fairly good. Just asks his queen where it wants to go. If it leaves the third rank, bishop h6 is interesting, maybe to force the queen back again. And I think I have to go for something like rook a8. Oh, king f2. King f2 is unexpected. Maybe I can try f5. Try to use the king's position. It leaves my e6 a bit vulnerable. However, I don't think he has an immediate way of doing anything about it. So e5 gives me a nice bishop e3 trick. I could probably play knight d5 first, but well, bishop e3 just seems to work. If he takes, of course, knight d5 forks it. So I expect king e1, and after king e1, let's see. I can take on e5, and if knight takes, then d4 pawn falls, even though there is a fork on c6, so maybe that is not as good. Now if I play knight d5, then he can take on a4, but then maybe rook a8 and my rook activity should. Okay, so he just resigns. That's fine. I'll offer a rematch, and hopefully I can get one more game. If not, let's see. He left me chat, so he's probably not playing again. Let me offer one more game. It's a pretty late evening in the US, so I'm not sure how is the traffic around this time, but I hope I can get the game soon. So I hope you watched my first video in which GM Joey really showed me how to play bullet chess. Actually, I'll just take this 3-minute seek and see how that goes. So 2142, definitely a pretty strong player. He has a rating as big. We're heading for the Benko, which seems actually pretty popular. Earlier I played a couple blitz games and I had like 2 or 3 Benkos in a row. So let's see. I just recently started using this system, so I'm not... Well, Rook A7 is a bit unexpected to me. I haven't seen that played. I assume Queen A8 is incoming or something. Yep, Queen A8, so I think I have to play Rook D1. Well, I want to play Rook D1 later anyway, so that's fine. I'll play H3 now, just to avoid Knight G4, followed by Knight E5. Of course, he plays Rook B8, and I'll play Rook B1. Now, ideally, I want to play B3 next move, which, well, he helps me do that, and I don't think he can take on D5, because he'll be pinned in all sort of horrible ways. Well, he takes with a knight though. Definitely didn't see that. Now, if I take on C4, he takes on C3, and then if I play knight somewhere, I'm attacking a queen and B8 rook is hanging, so maybe that's something I could do. Also, knight d5, bishop d5, rook takes d5, queen d5, but then I don't have a good retreat. Okay, so let's see, maybe this works. And now knight to, say, g5 maybe. I'm attacking the queen, which is in a pretty bad place. Of course, he can play d5, which I completely missed, as usual. And now I seem to be in a bit of trouble. I can take on b8 and then move my rook, which is probably the only way I can save the exchange, so let's do that. Now, rook d5, knight d5, bishop d5, e6, and I'm just down in exchange, so that's no good. But rook a2 is hanging also, so somehow this is not going too well. I'll try bishop f4, and I missed e5. It's not playing very well right now. Well, after e5, maybe queen c3, so okay. That was lucky, but still, the position is just not very good, I don't think. I am not up a pawn anymore. I do have 2 bishops, so maybe if I don't lose a lot of material somewhere here, maybe I have chances, but after a simple queen move, I'm not exactly sure how to proceed. Because after I move the rook, rook a2 comes, and then knight e2 comes, so, well, he plays e5. Of course, I have to instantly take on c3. And now, probably queen f3 seems fine. Since I actually have quite some pressure on f7, so, well, he plays h6, which seems like that could potentially be bad. Knight f7 maybe. Well, I'm not sure if I'll have enough, but my knight is trapped either way, so I think I have to do it. Now I'll take on d5 so that his king cannot run so easily, and now probably I can try bishop e4. Queen e5 seems to solve a lot of his problems. Of course, f takes g is also strong. After f takes g, I'll probably play bishop g6 or something. I dropped a piece for no good reason. I should be lost here somewhere, but we'll see. Maybe he blunders in time pressure. I'll try to suck out, talking in poker terms. He's taking quite some time, so okay, I'll play queen c6. Actually, I attacking a knight on d7 now. He takes on g3. I think I can take here. And he takes... Oh, and my e4 is hanging. God, am I bad or what? He even has to take here first, okay. And I'm crushed. Okay, so queen f7. Maybe queen d5 actually gives me some chances. Since I do have a lot of pass pawns. Maybe just a4, a5, maybe even a6. Oh, he tricks me again. Yep, that was a very, very well played endgame by him. And I have to resign. Well played, sir. Well played. Alright guys, thank you. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and till the next time.